Hi guys, my name is Megan, and today I've got some books that you should definitely read after finishing The House in the Cerulean Sea. Alright, so I know I am definitely late to the party on this, but if you guys are having a book hangover from The House in the Cerulean Sea, these are some of the books that I really love, and I think they have some really great vibes that are similar to The House in the Cerulean Sea, so let's go ahead and dive in. So the first one is In Strange Woods. So In Strange Woods it's got these same kind of creepy Tim Burton-y vibes that I got from House in the Cerulean Sea. I do have a full book review for this one, so I'll leave that linked up in the corner. But this is just such a lovely tale set in the Northwest. It's very dark and dreary and reminds me very much of the city that Linus comes from, and it's just creepy and lovely, and I just love it to pieces. It's also got like a murder mystery going on and like family secrets and hidden things, and it's so good. So the next book that I'm going to recommend is The Last Son. This book series has some really great found family aspects to it. It's also got accidental child acquisition in it. It follows Rune and Brand, who are the last two people of the Sun Court. It's set in like kind of Atlantis. The whole magic system is based off of tarot cards. I love it to pieces. Rune and Brand are amazing, and it's honestly one of the best LGBTQ books that I've ever read. It's an urban fantasy. Like I said, it's got a found family, accidental child acquisition. It's got some really great magic. Magic system is incredible, and like the characters are just like top notch. If you guys read this book, you will fall in love with it. Like the found family warmness that The House in the Cerulean Sea has, The Last Son definitely has the same like found family fuzzies, although it does have some darker topics in it, so please be forewarned if you go into that one. Okay, so the next one that I have is The Field Guide to the North American Teenager. This kind of has that same trying to fit in and feeling like you don't really belong, and kind of like the observational kind of thing that Linus has going on, where he's, you know, watching these children and trying to make sure that everything is on the up and up at the orphanage. The Field Guide to the North American Teenager kind of has that same observational kind of thing going on. Norris doesn't feel like he fits in, and he is given this little journal, so he makes observations about his classmates and his friends that he makes along the way, and it's kind of about him figuring out that he can belong in this new place. And I love Norris to pieces. He's so funny, and it's just such a really great book to read, and I really like his humor and everything about him. It's just so good. Okay, and then the last book that I have to recommend for you guys is Freehand. This is the first book in the Irons and Works series. This book is just a kind of a breath of fresh air in the contemporary books that I've been reading. So this book series follows characters that have mental health issues, disabilities, and it follows them all in romance series. Each book follows a different couple. So Freehand follows Derek and Basil. Basil is deaf. Derek has PTSD, like severe PTSD, and it's them getting together and trying to figure out how they work together. And it's about tattoos, and it's just such a sweet romance, and it definitely does not shy away from the deaf character rep. So there is sign language rep in this. There's also a lot of mental health therapy rep in it. There's a lot of PTSD in this book. So please be careful when you go into this one, because it might be triggering. I'm not sure, because Derek has a couple of different really major panic attacks. It also has some abuse that's mentioned. The reason Freehand reminded me so much of The House in the Cerulean Sea is because these characters are loved and accepted for their disabilities, their mental health. They are loved and accepted for it, and they're just kind of loved and accepted for who they are as a person. That gave me all the warm, fuzzy feelings when I was reading it. And then when I started reading Cerulean Sea, it reminded me so much of Freehand that I couldn't do this video without putting it in here. Alright, so those are all of my recommendations for books that you should read after reading House in the Cerulean Sea. If you guys have any books that you'd like to add, please let me know down below. I would love to see what books remind you so much of this one. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!